Welcome home, neighbors.
Welcome home, neighbors.
Hello, neighbors.
We're listening from
Arizona,
Florida,
Maryland, New York,
New Jersey,
Minneapolis,
California,
Utah,
Michigan.
Iowa,
Massachusetts,
Georgia,
Canada,
Our home resort is
Animal Kingdom, Polynesian,
Bay Lake Town,
Old Key West,
Riviera,
Boardwalk,
Alani Resort,
Hilton Head,
Boulder Ridge, Copper Creek,
Grand Floridian,
Saratoga Springs,
Beach Club.
and Wilderness Lodge.
And you're listening to
and you're listening
You're listening to my
Well, welcome home, everybody, to the Friday. Nah, it's not Friday. It's a Monday. The Super Bowl threw me off a little bit. I knew it wasn't Sunday, so it is the Friday, February 8th show of Community Hall Live. And my name is Chad. I am your host tonight, and we are playing a really fun game of forced choices. Our producers have thought long and hard about matching up some choices that we have, and we have to, in light of Valentine's Day, we're either going to dump one, we're going to date one, and then we're going to marry one of these choices. And so these forced choices games are always a lot of fun. They always get a little bit rowdy. And so in order to celebrate with us, I'm going to welcome back to the show our co-host, Derek. So Derek, how you doing tonight?
Doing very well, Chad, on the Monday night show.
Monday night show. I knew I had something along that line. Right? It's day and night. It's all messed up for me right now. I don't
Trust
know
me,
what
it
to
was
say.
a Monday at school. So yeah.
Got it. Well, then let's welcome back into our show as well our co-host, Jake. How you doing
Hey,
tonight, Jake?
Hey, folks. Happy to be here and happy Monday, not Sunday.
Yes, yeah. Y'all gonna say that and rub that in every time, right? Mm-hmm. Well, let's just get it over with, because welcome back, Maryanne. Let me take my beating.
It's Monday, and it was a Monday at school. You were exactly right, Derek. It's Monday.
Awesome. Well, welcome back to the show, and then we'll welcome back our regular Sunday night co-host, right? Alicia, because you are a regular Sunday night co-host. I can at least work Sunday in.
Yeah. Well, and what's fun is that I have no idea what it is, because we've had snow days down here in Florida since Thursday, I think. So I don't know. It can be Friday. I don't care what day it is.
Floridian snow days. That's like somebody saw snow and you pulled the carpet in. And
one of the benefits of virtually schooling from Michigan. They got
Nice.
snow days up there. Oh, I guess it's a pool day.
Nice. Okay, and then let me invite into the stream as well, Jodi from DVC Resale Market. How you doing tonight, Jodi?
Hey, Jodi.
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for not busting me on the Sunday thing, right?
It's been covered. We're good.
Awesome as well. And let's see. Our first round tonight would be signature dining, right? Dump, date, or marry. So this first round, right? We picked 3 signature dinings. Kind of a Valentine's Day theme, a little loose with the Valentine's Day here. But we've got California Grill, Topolino's for dinner, or Gico. Derek, what are you going to do here? We'll let you start the pandemonium here, and who you dumping, who you dating, and who you marrying.
I am dumping Topolino's.
Oh,
I don't want to go over to Riviera.
steak, brother, steak.
Yeah, I'm from the Midwest. We have decent steaks.
That's true.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
I will date Chico just because I love the variety of food you can get there. And I got to marry California Grill because it's at the contemporary Bay Lake area, and you can see those fireworks. And I don't, honestly, when I go to California Grill, I don't care about the food. It's the view.
Okay. There's something to be said for that. Jake, what about you, buddy?
So Team Jake and Team Derek are going to twin in this round. I'm going to dump Topolino's. Food, really, really good for dinner. Ambiance, not so good. I don't like it to be dark. It doesn't really feel like Disney to me. So dumping that. Now, Gico is one of my favorite restaurants on property. So we're going to date Gico. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's just, I mean, you don't have a view of Magic Kingdom, and that's why California Grill I would have to marry, because not only is the food really, really good, the ambiance, the view, it's just everything about it is just incredible. And, if I had to pick one restaurant to eat at Disney for the rest of my life, it would definitely be California Grill. So those are my 3.
Wow.
Good choices, Jake.
Maryanne?
Well, wow. I am going to marry California Grill. I'll start with the positives. Again, fireworks view, champagne. It just really couldn't be better than California Grill. I'm going to date Topolino's because Italian, it's kind of, romantic food and that kind of thing. And I'm sorry, heartburn, Chico gets dumped because who wants to eat weirdo food on Valentine's Day?
Weirdo.
Weirdo.
We are not
But
Chico
Did she
fans.
just call it?
We are not Chico fans.
But
in our
Maryanne, I know
house.
some of the Italian restaurants you have up there in Omaha. I mean, come on. You
Dump.
get Italian anywhere.
That's
Oh,
true,
no.
but Chico, yuck.
It's
Blech.
fusion
Dump.
food.
Dump.
It's a
No.
blend of flavors.
No, it sucks. Dump.
Oh,
You know how I
man.
felt about those cookies. Come on. I'm not
My
going to be convinced to change my mind.
Got a knife into it. Oh my God.
Nope. Dump it. Dump it in the dumpster fire. Set it on fire. Walk away. Done.
Alicia, what about you?
Okay, I took this whole thing a little differently than you guys. I took it as, okay, where would I dump somebody at? Yeah, this whole show is going to be way more fun on my I'm just saying. So I would totally dump somebody at Chico's because, I'm feeding them to the animals. Ouch.
Right. So
Okay.
never take a dinner date with Chico with Alicia.
Okay, I'm going to date somebody at Topolino's because it sounds like a very sweet, inexpensive date, right? Because you can go for the gondola ride and it's beautiful, and you can go up. You can even just have cocktails at the top of Topolino's and watch the fireworks if you want. If you don't have a lot of money, or if you do have enough money for the steak, it's beautiful and it's very good food. But I would definitely marry, because if you're going to marry someone, you take them to the Grand California. I could see proposals there and just the big old champagne and just having a wonderful place to propose. So that's how I do things.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Jodi, what about you?
Okay, well, funny enough, Maryanne, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. So I will go ahead and be unpopular with you. I think the food is really weird at Chico as well. I went and couldn't find one thing I wanted to eat. So for sure, dump that. Like everybody else, very California Grill. I mean, it's beautiful and elegant and fireworks and all of that. And yeah, we'll date Topolino's, but got to get rid of Chico.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
Man.
Maryanne's one smart cookie over there. Telling you.
So I think I am all alone on this one. I am dumping Topolino's for dinner. Now, it'll come back up in a breakfast round, okay? But I am dumping it for dinner simply because the view is not all that. It was super pricey. They shut down everything during fireworks. If you didn't want to get up in fireworks, it's just the whole place just shuts down, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So not a huge fan there. California Grill was nice. It was super, 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 super expensive, more expensive than Chico, and I'm cheap. And I love the flavors of food over at Chico. I love the fusion. I love the unique flavors. It is stuff you cannot get anyplace else on the planet.
Thank
So
God.
I am team
Right?
Chico all the way. Right?
That works.
Sorry.
So I am marrying Chico, Dayton, California Grill, and dumping Topolino's, because that was a one and done for me. Okay? Let's see what the crowd has to say here. And
Oh, they're not gonna like me.
oh, okay. Gina just says I'm team Derek Jake, and so 1 point for them. Are we keeping score tonight with the crowd?
Depends.
At this rate, yeah.
Okay, so Gina, you're going to be scorekeeper as well.
I
Okay.
just want to know if anybody's going to take my recommendations as we go through this, right? They're like taking
So-
a girl or
So
guy.
we're dumping the
Better not
place.
dump anybody.
Feeding them to the animals. No. Nobody's taking Alicia's reservation. No.
Uh-uh.
Okay. And then Justin says, dump Chico, marry Topolino's, date California Grill. And yeah, I think no, Justin owns a big BLT, right? And so Caleb says, I'm team Justin. And that's shocking because you own it, BLT. I know, you own it, Riviera. I know that. So no one's batting for their home team here. And Justin was saying Chico was a great, spicy relationship, but she just can't travel during COVID and long distances is too hard.
Oh my gosh, Justin, that's not
So you're doing a COVID dump here, right?
Yeah, that sounds like a PC kind of dump. Yeah.
Oh man. Samuel Schilling says Mary California Grills date Topolino's and never ate at Gico so we could dump it because you don't know what you're missing there, Sam.
Don't bother. Don't bother. It's expensive food that you won't like. Don't even bother.
Yeah, just go eat more hamburgers with Maryanne.
Dan Austin saying he's team Alicia. That's
Yay.
awesome. And Amy Meeker Taylor says, I'm going to marry Gico. They always take care of me there.
Yeah.
Yes. Dump Topolino. Yes. And there's nothing for her there. And she's never tried Cali Grill. So she's team Chad. Okay. That's a point for team Chad right there. Okay. And let's see. Dan says, unfortunately, he hasn't had the chance to go to any of these places yet.
Aw.
So
Dan, I'm serious. We're going to have one of my kids come babysit your kids. If for no other reason, you and Holly can go someplace fun, just the two of you.
yeah, no kidding, right? No kidding. So, okay then. Gina was saying it's a 6-way tie at this point in time. And okay.
I'm not losing. Yay. Okay, cool.
Yay. Team Justin is Mary Topolino's. That's my home. Okay.
Yeah. So he was home teaming it.
Okay. I was going to say, right? And Amy was saying we did our Gico on our first anniversary 19 years ago when we were young and poor and maybe blew our budget on the night, but it was worth it. I know it. Like the food, it's just awesome, right? There goes our ties, right? Holly chimes in, anytime Maryanne. Oh, she just says anytime Maryanne. That doesn't say team Maryanne.
She's talking about babysitting.
She's talking about babysitting, okay? Yeah, she's talking about babysitting. Yeah, you offer me free babysitting, I might throw you a vote too, Maryanne. So, okay, let's move on to our next round here. Derek, what do we got going on? Sounds
Okay.
like...
So I am going to dump Riviera. The point charts make no sense, and the resale restrictions, if nothing else. But even for visiting, I'm not a fan of the Skyliner. Okay, it's hot. In lightning, it shuts down. So when I go in the summer, there's 3-4 hours a day. You can't use it. Okay. I'm going to date the Grand Flow because of being on the monorail loop and just the extravagance of it all. And I'm going to marry the Boardwalk. I love the access to Epcot and I love Hollywood Studios. I'll get over them taking out the creepy clown slide. I like the dining options there, and I just loved going to Boardwalk.
Okay. Jake, what about you?
All right, so I'm going to dump Riviera. I think that the point charts are way too high. I think the pool is nothing to write home about. I'm with you, Derek. Skyliner, not my favorite mode of transportation at all. And to be frank, it just doesn't feel like a Disney resort to me. It's a very nice resort. It's just not my cup of tea when I want to go to Disney. We're going to date Boardwalk. I like the Boardwalk. I think the point charts are pretty decent there. Standard view rooms are hard to come by. So us non-owners are probably stuck with a garden or pool view. Really long hallways, so that's why I'm not going to marry it. And then Grand Floridian, it's in my top 2 resorts. It's a tie between that and Animal Kingdom. So I'm 100% going to marry Grand Flo. The point charts are high, but they're actually worth it at this resort to be on the monorail and stay at Disney's flagship resort. So Grand Flo, it'll beat any Ruthie Reese resort, honestly, for me. So,
Maryanne, let's see what your point stretching does here.
I did a little different take than the boys because I was looking at this from a Valentine's Day trip point of view. So I was looking at if just Tom and I were going for Valentine's Day weekend and leaving Katie at home, which we're going without. We're taking Katie, so it's not a romantic trip. This one, but if I was going to do that, which one of these resorts would I marry for that? And I would say Boardwalk. I would marry the Boardwalk
Nice.
because I want that backdoor entry so that we can walk on home, a romantic stroll home after having some Grand Marnier slushes and just enjoying some of the adult parts of Epcot. I would date the Grand Flow because I do think that standing on the beach watching fireworks would be really romantic. In fact, I know it is from a Poly New Year's trip. And Riviera, I'm afraid I just have to dump it, mainly because of where it is. It, to have to ride the Skyliner back or have to, from Epcot or have to take a bus back from Magic Kingdom. And, I'm just sorry. And I'm sure it's romantic and lovely, but I'm dumping it. So.
Alicia, what are you dumping?
Okay. Okay. So if I took somebody on Valentine's Day and wanted to go on a date with them, no, I don't want that. If I wanted to go on a date weekend, I would pick Riviera, and I would date them because it looks sexy and hot, and your heels. And I really like the gondolas or the Skyliners for the individual travel. We'll just leave that. And there's also a lot of little bars that we can go pop
I actually didn't think about that.
Right. And then if I want to marry, I would definitely marry, of course, at the Grand Floridian. I mean, that's been my dream since I was born to get married at the Grand Floridian. Are you kidding? That's fantastic, right? And then
there is a wedding chapel right there, right?
Right. Yes. I pretend. I still at this day walk, like, where is my veil? But no. And then so I was to dump somebody, and I would bring them to the boardwalk, dump them, because I would be able to pick up a new one.
Shove them into the lake.
Right. Yeah, I would just send them packing because there's got to be a whole new crop down on the boardwalk that's all partying down at the piano bar, right, or something. So that would be the easiest place to dump somebody.
I love you. I wish I would have taken that point of view when I was looking at this, because that is hilarious.
That's the only way I've seen this. Like, wait,
it's a little more fun.
There's some good ones.
Jodi, you got a tough act to follow.
Well, again, maybe the reasons are slightly different, but it was, I think, Derek and Maryanne. So for sure, dump. I shouldn't say for sure. That's a little strong. Dump Riviera. I mean, I do sell it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think I would, well, now I'm changing my mind. I was going to say marry Boardwalk, but I think now I'll say marry Grand Floridian because, as you mentioned, they have the chapel there and it's elegant and all of that. So, and then date Boardwalk because it's fun and that's what you want for a date, right? Go have drinks on the boardwalk, stroll into Epcot, get those Grand Marnier slushies that are the best thing ever. So yeah, that's
well, you've almost convinced me there. Okay,
See?
I'm dumping Riviera for sure, for the simple fact that, like Derek said, the Skyliner shuts down all summer long, and go to the Skyliner, it's shut down. Walk all the way to the other end of the resort for the bus. Right,
There's
you
a
go to
reason
the.
it shuts down. It's because people are dating up there. I'm just saying.
Like hit the stop button in an elevator.
Oh, no.
Oh, pull up, guys. Pull up.
That's what we get for doing on a Monday.
Yes.
As much as I'm tempted to do the whole marry the Grand Flow Elegance thing there, I don't want to be married to the point charts there. I want to be married to the standard room point charts over at Boardwalk. Okay? Where I can go more often on less points and it costs me less. Right? So that's who I'm marrying is Boardwalk, standard points. Grand Flow, I'm going to date it just so that I can get my kids there because my kids haven't stayed there yet and I'd hear nothing but them whine about, when are you taking us to the Grand Flow? And I'm like, well, I'll figure out one night that I can sneak you in on points real fast, okay? Just to check it off your list. But that's what I'm doing there. Let's come back into some of the...
Wait. But besides the fact that I've been married a really long time, gray hair, right? Really, really long time. You got to add some fun back to the dating fun back to life when you've been married as long as I have.
Yeah.
That's true.
I was going to say, you got to have fun in a marriage also.
Well, I mean, what's more fun
Boardwalk.
than walking home from Epcot with your Grand Marnier?
Or
Right?
stumbling home.
Not having to not having to worry about how
No.
you're going to get to Rise of the Resistance in the morning. Okay, you can walk on over. You're halfway there. You're the closest resort, the only walkable one, really. So, what's not to love about that? Like, to me, that just sounds like heaven. Okay. Let's pick up some of the comments here. So I guess technically it's Team Chad Derek on this one. Maryanne, were you with us here?
I think so.
Wow. So Team Chad Derek, Maryanne.
You married Boardwalk?
Yeah.
I married
yeah.
Boardwalk.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So we've got a lot of comments. I got to scroll up and find them here. And so Rebecca was saying marry Boardwalk, date Riviera, and dump Grand Flow. And I think
Okay.
her and Willie are new owners over at the Riviera. So Disney Blog was saying dump Riviera, date Boardwalk, marry Grand Flow, and cheat with Copper Creek.
That's some good advice.
Yeah, she's pretty sexy. It's hard to ignore that. Yeah.
Hey, wait, maybe cheat with Saratoga Springs.
No.
That's
No.
a woman, honey. That's fine.
Let's retire with it, right?
Then you're a cheap cheater, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you, right?
Saratoga's a cheap date, so you know.
Boba Phil was saying marry Riviera, date Boardwalk, dump Grand Flow is the correct answer here. So, okay. And then Gina says that she is Team Disney Blog, Team Jake here. And then
And that would also be Team Jodi as well. We had the same one.
and Team Jodi. Okay. Right. And so Amy says, oh, shoot, this is a tough one. I got to dump Grand Flow. It's not my style. Date Riviera and marry Boardwalk. Being able to walk to Hollywood Studios is a huge perk. I couldn't agree with you anymore. Right. And then Sam says, marry Riviera, date Boardwalk, and dump Grand Flow. It's just not his cup of tea. And Justin's saying, married Boardwalk and date Riviera and dump Grand Flow. So I know you turning your back on your monorail brothers. Okay. Willie was saying, I got to marry our new home resort, date Boardwalk. I just spent a lot of Friday nights eating at the pizza window and walking the boardwalk. So a lot of history dating there. And then dump the Grand, can never get her to commit to a date never available.
That's
She's
true.
such a flirt.
And she's high maintenance when she is.
Yeah.
She's such a flirt.
She is high maintenance, dude.
Yeah.
That's out.
Okay. Justin saying Riviera and Grand Flow have expensive taste. You can date them, but if you marry them, you'll go bankrupt. Right? That was my point for going for them standard view rooms over at the boardwalk. Okay. And then Maestro Plaza is saying marry Riviera, date Boardwalk, dump Grand Flow. And Caleb says if we were just talking the point charts, I'd be married to Boardwalk, date Riviera, and dump Grand Flow. So, no, it's not. That wasn't what I said. I was a little different there, but
Yeah.
okay. And then Disney Blog says I like the buses. Okay.
See, I don't mind buses.
I'm sorry. If it's a romantic weekend, I do not want to be on the bus with the crying kid whose parents kept them at the parks too
That's
long.
why you go on the last bus.
Oh, even then.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the whole driverless thing just works out much better there. So
It does. I was kind of I was digging Alicia's ideas there. That was good.
yeah. And Team Holly says Team Maryanne on this one. The ability to walk home from the parks is
Yeah.
amazing. And Caleb says dump Boardwalk and feed the local animals and feed to the local animals instead of the animals at Chico.
He gets me. You're right.
The gators in that lake.
Oh boy.
Oh, Bober scale. The Skyliner back to Riviera is almost as fast as the walk to Boardwalk, and less walking,
If it's
assuming.
not raining.
Yeah, if it's not shut down, which it's always shut down for me. And
Never shut down. What are you doing in it? I don't understand.
Sam says, if I'm ever at Walt Disney World at the same time at Alicia, and she says, let's all get together and meet up, I'm going to have to respectfully decline. I might get thrown into a lake or something.
It depends on where.
Truthfully, I do like the pools a lot. So that is an honest, I would be nervous. Yes. And I do drink a lot more at Disney than I do here even. So.
Oh, Brad says Dump Riviera, Date Grand Flow, and Merry Boardwalk. So that's team Chad and Derek on that one. And Dan was saying that the comments, comments are great tonight. Okay.
They are.
So true, says Phil. Okay, let's move on to the next round here. Derek, what do we got going? So this sounds like the Disney love song coming up next, right?
Yeah.
So our 3 songs, right?
When I See the Light, Beauty and the Beast, and Kiss the Girl.
And these are all the original animated songs we're talking.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
I am dumping When I See the Light. Only because the other 2 are so great. Okay.
No, they aren't.
Yeah. No,
they are. Oh, yeah, they are.
They are. When I See the Light did not win an Academy Award.
Oh,
but
you Kiss the Girl.
Well, okay. I'm going to date Kiss the Girl because
sounds like a great thing to do on a date.
Yeah, it's a great thing to do on a date. And I've got to marry Beauty and the Beast. One of the great Disney songs of all time, and my wife reminds me of Belle. So, nice and romantic there.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So
that's where I'm going.
Yeah. Just for the record, that's Team Chad Derek again, right? Jake, what do you got going for us?
Okay, my choice just changed on the spot when you said original. Because if we're going Tangled the musical on the Disney Magic, then I'm marrying that. That's out of the question. So we're gonna dump I See the Light. Again, all 3 are great songs. We're just gonna dump that. We're gonna date Kiss the Girl. So again with Derek, and then we're gonna marry Tale as Old as Time because that song is just incredible. And you don't say no to Angela Lansbury. You just don't.
You can't. You cannot deny Angela Lansbury. She is a Disney legend. Okay.
That's not happening. So it's like that would be like dumping Julie Andrews. So we're married.
Nope. Can't happen.
You don't say no to a date with Angela Lansbury. So that would. So those are my 3. But again, if you're on the Disney Magic, see Tangled the musical and I See the Light. That is just the best part of that entire cruise. So that's why my answer changed like last minute. So
okay.
All y'all need to ask your significant others this question because I think a girl perspective might be a little different.
No, we're all claiming she's beauty, so we're safe there. She's beauty, we beast. It's cool. Yeah. Like
oh heavens. Okay, I looked at this from a actual music teacher perspective.
Ow.
So, yes, Kiss the Girl's a fun song. It's a fun song.
It's a great date song.
It's a fun song. Beauty and the Beast is a great story song. It tells the story of their love story. But the song that actually talks about the relationship is When I See the Light. So I want to marry somebody who looks at me and says, when I see the light, and he sees it in me. So When I See the Light is my song I want to marry. Beauty and the Beast is the song that I'll date because that's the story I'm looking for my future husband. And Kiss the Girl, well, we don't kiss and tell. Dump that song. Besides the fact that it's just a dumb song.
It's
Dumb.
And Scuttle's solo makes the song.
Whiny teenage girl, kiss me.
Compared to how far I'll go,
dumb song. Not romantic at all. Dumb song. No, bleh. Dump.
Okay, Alicia. God only knows what we're getting into.
You ready?
So,
you're ready? Yeah. Are you sure you're ready?
Because I'm holding on.
I mean, like, I'm going to sing. This is for
I bet
me.
I can call this.
Oh, okay. Wow. No, Maryanne's not going to be like me at all. So, okay, of course, like, and my thing is Kiss the Girl for dating, because I mean,
Yeah.
it's just cutesy and fun and just like, it could be one night standish, whatever. Like, they're a little baggy. I get that. But, and Mary is definitely going to be, the Beauty and the Beast. I mean, I would want that to play when I'm getting married to Grand Floridian. I'm like, that's going to be my song as I walk down. But I have to change the words when I dump somebody to When I See the Light. So, and I had to look up the lyrics because this really does work. It's shocking, right? At last I see the light. And it's like the fog is lifted, and at last I see the light, and it's like the sky is new, and it's warm and real and bright, and the world has somehow shifted, and all at once everything looks different now that I don't have to see you. Right?
You made that last part up.
Right,
You made that up.
I just added one word, and then it totally works to dump somebody. Right?
That is terrible.
Add a word and it's a dump song, right?
Right. You can add one word, and now you can dump somebody with Disney style. Right?
That's terrible.
You can't really dump somebody with,
right? So it's Team Chad, Derek, Jake, and Alicia. Okay.
Yeah, team one night stand. All of you.
Oh.
Jeez. Kiss
Jodi,
the girls,
what do you got for
kiss
us?
The girls the dumb song.
Okay, so I'll do the easy one. Mary, Beauty and the Beast. I have to say that the song from Tangled, that scene is probably the prettiest scene in any Disney movie ever. Like, it's beautiful with the lanterns and all that. I never thought of it much of a love song, though. So now I'm trying to decide, even though it's like one of my favorite scenes, do I want to dump it? Because I don't really feel like
they made it into bathrooms. Okay.
They made it into a beautiful romantic photo spot with that lantern.
They made it into bathrooms. It's the Tangled bathrooms.
No.
And I've seen it as a shower curtain. I mean, come on.
That is a beautiful scene, you people. So, but Mary, Beauty and the Beast, date, I See the Light, and
okay.
the girl dump, maybe.
Oh man!
After you kissed her before.
It's a dumb song.
I just only because I like the scene in that movie, but really, I'm tempted to dump I See the Light because I don't really think it's a love song. But I'll stick with my original one. And I probably confused you all enough so you don't even remember which is which.
I got it.
Okay. Yeah. You're going to marry Beauty and the Beast. You're going to dump Kiss the Girl. And you're going to date When I See the Light because you like the scene. All right?
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, I got that.
Us women have our reasons for things, right? Our prerogative to.
Yeah. And Willie was saying, Derek, you just broke all three ladies' hearts, their faces when you said that you were shocked.
But she agreed with me.
I
mean, the important one agreed with me. So,
This is true, right?
I did change the words. I added a word. Yeah, right.
And this is Blog Disney or Disney Blog is another vote for Team Derek, Chad, Jake, Alicia. Wait a minute. No, he said Mary Kiss the Girl.
You're right.
He's going to marry that dumb song.
I don't think we've had that combination yet.
Yeah,
it could be a fun wedding. That could be a fun wedding. I mean,
So I got that one wrong. So he's going to dump When I See the Light, date Beauty and the Beast, and marry Kiss the Girl. Okay.
A lot of fun.
Interesting.
And then Justin was saying Team Jake, okay, which is also Team Chad, Derek, and Alicia.
Yeah, but he didn't write your name down.
Yeah, that's okay. We shared the points, right? So Rebecca says, marry When I See the Light, Rapunzel, duh, and then date Beauty and the Beast for the elegance, and dumping Kiss the Girl because it's sung by a crab.
Yeah, that's true.
I got a magnet with your name on it, Rebecca. You find me at Epcot on Saturday.
And then Samuel says, I have to dump Beauty and the Beast. What?
No.
That's crazy.
You're dumping Angela. You're dumping Disney legend. Like, no.
Yep, there's no wrong answers here, Chad.
Date Kiss the Girl. Oh, yeah, there are. And marry When I See the Light. Tangled. Enough said. Okay. And Disney Blog points out, Murder, She Wrote follows Angela Lansbury wherever she goes.
And it's nothing but trouble.
Oh. True.
And still Angela Lansbury. Like she's
Yeah. Oh,
Disney
yeah.
Disney legend, okay? And Maestro Plaza says the music teacher here, Team Maryanne. And Kiss the Girl is the perfect wooing song, and one must woo.
While you're
Okay.
dating it. While you're dating.
Oh, you gotta woo when you're married too. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And Disney Blog sounds like he's Team Alicia on this one with Kiss the Girl on the Disney Skyliner.
In July at 4 p.m. No thanks.
Caleb just says Team Maryanne here. And then T. Reg says, I'm Team Maryanne, but Alicia is killing me.
I should get sparkle points for creativity. Come on.
Absolutely.
True.
And then Caleb says they made into a mosaic at the Riviera. Okay.
They did.
Tangled, yeah.
Yeah, Tangled and the whole flight thing, right?
Pretty.
So Gina says Team Maryanne too. This was hard. I love The Little Mermaid.
I love The Little Mermaid too, but that was the dumbest song from The Little Mermaid.
No.
Every
Yeah.
5-year-old loves it.
No.
That's my thing. Every 5-year-old loves it. That doesn't make it romantic.
And then Holly Austin says, Maryanne, we are BFFs. Team Maryanne again. That scene in Tangled is amazing. And Caleb comes in and says, I have to give my Scuttle imitation on the Patreon chat.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, in the Patreon after party, we will see Caleb's performance there. So most definitely. Okay, so we've covered love songs. Now we're going to move on to nighttime spectaculars. Right? And we're going way back. We're in the way back machine here. Okay?
Yeah.
Because we came back in and Happily Ever After, Wishes, and then MSEP, Main Street Electrical Parade. She cut some letters there, and I had to look that one up.
So it's tough, but I gotta marry Main Street Electrical Parade. Gotta marry Main Street Electrical Parade. That is the nighttime spectacular from my childhood. And I have such great memories of sitting with my wife and my parents and my son all sitting and watching that. Date, if I can't date both of them, I'm going to have to date Wishes and dump Happily Ever After. Because if nothing else, there's more fireworks in Wishes. So, and just, I love the Jiminy Cricket storytelling. Again, going to Maryanne, it tells a story. So, Jake?
Okay. So let me just recap here, right?
So
You're going to marry the Electrical Parade.
Date, Wishes, dump Happily Ever After.
Oh, how could you, right? Go ahead, Jake.
Oh, this is gonna be tough. You can address your hate mail for this one to me. I came up with this round. So I love all three of them. But if it's going to be fireworks versus parade, I'm going to pick a fireworks show. So as it pains me, I'm dumping Main Street Electrical Parade. I'm going to marry Wishes because that show is just classic Disney. Every classic Disney character made it onto that fireworks show. And I'm a big classic Disney person. That's why I'm marrying that. And you don't say no to Jiminy Cricket. You just don't do that. And then we're going to go ahead and date Happily Ever After. I think it's a really good show with great projections and everything. Just want more fireworks. Just too much projections. It kind of, I feel like they put that in there to kind of cheap us out a little bit on fireworks. But all three are great. But so we're going to marry Wishes, date Happily Ever After, and dump the Electrical Parade.
Jake, how could you?
I love all three, but fireworks, you can't beat Disney fireworks.
But the music, I mean, come on. So, okay, back me up on that one, Maryanne. The music?
Maryanne, you're up.
That's a no.
Maryanne's, where's my crickets button, right?
Your Jiminy
Well,
Cricket
you
button.
guys, it's interesting. I think that I'm unfortunately going to have to dump Happily Ever After. I am not a fan of the music track for Happily Ever After. It's too projections based. It's it loses some of the romance because if you're going to really watch it, you have to be packed into that crowd and to really see all of it. And so there's no romance factor when you're wall to wall people. And
Wishes was just as crowded.
no, because you could watch Wishes from the beach at the Poly and enjoy it just as well as you could watching
or even
on
further
Main
back on
Street.
Main Street.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
I love watching Wishes on Fantasyland.
So I
She
would
did say her eyesight was bad. I'm just kidding.
Happily Ever After. I'm so sorry. I really love it. Don't get me wrong. It's a great family show, but it's not romantic. So I'm dumping it. I miss the Main Street Electrical Parade. As far as I'm concerned, they never have to bring back the daytime parade. If they just give me the Main Street Electrical Parade back, I would.
And we
take
won't even
that.
talk about Spectro Magic.
You know, I just want the Main Street Electrical Parade back. So I would date that. But Wishes, it has my heart. Wishes is beautiful from the top of the Contemporary. Wishes is beautiful from the beach at the Poly.
Yeah.
Wishes is beautiful from a boat on the lake. Wishes is beautiful from the top of Splash Mountain when I didn't get a fast pass for it. Wishes is great anywhere in
Great from the
surrounding
treehouse.
park. It's great from everywhere. So Wishes, I want to marry Wishes. Okay. So there you go.
Okay. You might have convinced me here. So Alicia, what are you thinking?
Okay, so on this one, I went like, okay, of course, a little bit different than other people. So if
where's she gonna dump you out, guys?
Right. So if I was like at Disney World and like, what part of it were you like with the person, and then all of a sudden you're like, that's not going to work for me, and then you dump them. So you dump them because they did not like the electrical parade, and they were like, this is stupid, and you're like, this isn't stupid, this is the electrical parade. So that could cause a fight, and I could see that causing a breakup. So we'd have to dump that at that one, because like you either both have to like it, or you both don't have to like it. So, and then Wishes, I love that one. That one feels like an engagement and fireworks and that whole like excitement before the wedding. You know, like is he going to propose? Is he not going to propose? I don't know about you girls, but I waited like a long time. Every time we would have something, oh, is he going to propose? And no, he didn't propose, but maybe he will today. Like that's all the fireworks, right? All the excitement. And then the happily ever after is just like everybody, like right as we're married and as we're you have so many photos and videos and you have so many memories that you have to bring it all in. You have to be able to present it all. And I feel like the happily ever after is just kind of a collection of everybody's love. Everybody just waits until they see, oh, there's my favorite character on there, so I feel like that's more of like the marriage part of life.
Okay then. Okay. So Jodi, what do you got for us?
So I think, and really for all of mostly the same reasons, I think I'm on Team Derek. Derek, you said marry the light parade, right? Because it's nostalgic, same thing.
It's Disney.
Disneyland, watching that when I was a little kid. And date Wishes because it's just romantic and elegant and pretty, and I mean, happily ever after is nice, but if one's got to go, it's got to be that one.
Yeah.
So
okay, Maryanne, you almost convinced me, right? You almost did, but I have such awesome memories, and it's because I'm a friend of Tink and Happily Ever After, and I just can't do anything but like just too close of friends, right? So I'm going to stick with Happily Ever After for the long haul, okay? I'm not going to say marry there because it's a friendship, but I'm going to stick with that one for the long haul because it's a really, really, really good friend. Then I'm going to have to come back in and I'm going to have to date the electrical parade for the simple fact that I can't get rid of it, okay? It's too nostalgic, too much from my childhood, too awesome of memories from there. I want to keep that around, okay? And so maybe it'll be like a side thing. I don't know, right? But that means I got to come back in and dump Wishes. Because I love the projections. I love the technology. I think they totally upped their game with Happily Ever After. And it has its own song.
Okay.
Look at Maryanne.
But it's not a good song.
You're wrong.
Not a
but-
good song.
No.
It's a great song.
No.
Happily ever after. Yeah, no.
Jiminy,
No.
gonna haunt you in your sleep.
That
Dad.
show, the finale should have been Go the Distance. Should have been the finale of the show.
Maybe the next one.
Maybe the next time around.
Just
right?
because you shoot the big fireworks off and then it's, oh yeah, we have to come back to the tagline to sell more records.
So. Hey,
That's
man,
what it feels like to me. It's, you know,
Kind of
hey.
what it is.
yeah.
there's something to be said for selling records, okay?
But let me just say that I do love all three. But come on, doesn't Tink fly in Wishes too?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know that Tink, right?
Oh.
So not friends with that one, right? Not friends with that one. So I'm going to stick with my friendships. Friendships mean everything, right? Okay, so Disney Blog says, really the only correct answer is to marry World of Color at DCA.
Oh,
And
it wasn't one of the
it's an
options.
okay show. I don't know that it's Mary worthy. I mean, it was broke for how many years? Okay. Broken, busted. Caleb says, I'll be cheating on all of them with rides I didn't get passes for while
Exactly.
everyone else is watching them. So that sounds like it's Team Wishes because you can see it from anywhere.
The Dumbo ride is the best for watching the wishes, by the way. You're spinning around and around in the fireworks.
The Astro Orbiter was pretty good too.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
And Rebecca says, Marry Happily Ever After, first show that she saw as a cast member.
Aw.
And then Date Wishes because it's my childhood, and Dump the Main Street Electrical Parade, but cheat with Fantasmic.
Aw.
And then Disney Blog, the only correct answer is Marry World of Color from the balcony of a room at the Grand Californian.
See, again, that's Wishes. Think of a Wishes from the a theme park view room at
Bay Lake.
Bay Lake. Holy cow, talk about romance.
That would be amazing.
It would be fireworks. It would be
True.
fireworks.
Actually, it was. I saw that in 2016. That's right. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a viewing balcony over there at Grand Californian that I think is just as good, if not better, than the balcony rooms because I went down the hall to watch it, but
Privacy.
yeah, it wasn't that crowded out there. So
You can't
And-
do certain things though because you're in public. You
Okay.
can't kiss the girl because you're in public.
that doesn't stop Alicia.
No, life is short, honey. Life is short.
Gino was saying Team Derek Maryanne, honorable mention for the OG World of Color.
It is a good show.
And then Sam says, Marry Happily Ever After, love the productions, Date Wishes, and Dump the Electrical Parade because it just floats with Christmas
No.
lights on them.
No, it wasn't.
No, it's not.
Baroque Hoedown, there's something to be said for that, Sam, okay? Right? And then Team Maryanne, Patricia says, Team Maryanne, I missed the Electrical Parade. I love the Electrical Water Parade too, as well.
We do too. It's a fun one.
Brad says, I'm with Team Disney Blog, World of Color for the dessert party table. Marry me. But since it's not an option, I'm with you, Maryanne, and Wishes. So
I will say the dessert party into Happily Ever After with the open area to be able to actually sit and watch Happily Ever After, totally worth it.
It
Yeah,
was
nice.
totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
That was nice.
For that
Our
too.
25th wedding anniversary, we watched Happily Ever After from the more expensive viewing at a table.
Yeah.
And Tink flew right over my head, and it was kind of, it made me tear up, and my husband laughed at me. So there you go.
oh, and Jess is such a sweetheart with this one. She goes, this one hurts. She's gonna marry Wishes. Nothing more nostalgic for her. And Date Main Street Electrical Parade and Dump Happily Ever After with a strong, it's not you, it's me.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
that's a very good one. That's excellent.
Pete's tuning in tonight. He says, I take I take happily ever after and toss off the other two. So,
Wow.
Wow.
okay.
You can have her.
Yeah. Bruce said I would dump them all. I like to use that time to take advantage of the shorter lines on some of my favorite attractions. Well, I would say happily ever after will give you more time because of all the people in the hub if we're going to use Maryanne's logic. Everybody crowds in at the hub to see the projections, more time free in the park. That's my thoughts. Brad says, dump the parade, no candy. Date wishes because of the cricket and marry happily ever after because that's the longest I can be pressed up against the wife without getting the elbow.
You must not go in July. You don't want to be right next to anybody in July.
No.
Yeah. And then Brad asked the questions, how many years was the electrical light parade shelved and broken?
But it's so great because they keep bringing it back. So that shows there is demand for it. How many times have they brought back wishes?
Oh.
How many years did it run in the first place, like consecutively? 20?
Yeah, but they had that midlife crisis with Spectrum Magic and came to their senses. So, you know.
Right?
Justin says, happily ever after is a great song when my 4-year-old screams it running around the house. So, telling you, there's something to be said for that story song. And Amy says, I'm going to marry up for sure. Perimeter fireworks, the Halloween ones from the pontoon in the Seven Seas Lagoon.
Yep.
So, okay, going outside of the deal here. Well, that pretty much wraps up our show for tonight. We have one more round that we'll be going over in the Patreon after party. So I'd love to encourage you all to join us there. If you're not a member of our Patreon community, go ahead and do that. And then I would like to thank DVC Rental Store, DVC Resale Market, and Monera Financial for sponsoring Season 5 of our platform. And a special thank you to our guest visitor, Jodi, as well. Jodi, if people want to follow up with you after the show, how can they get in contact with you? What can you do for them? Give us a little quick elevator pitch here.
Okay. Well, we're happy to help them with whatever questions they have. And they can always reach out to me on my cell phone, which is 407-325-7116, or look me up on our website, or Jodi at dvcresalemarket.com. Happy to answer any questions, talk about anything they want to talk about. That's what we're here for.
And I think you do owe Maryanne one of those slushies as well, because if memory serves me correct, Maryanne, you just sent
the Austins.
The Austins, and she sent somebody else, I think, right, to come over there, and they just got a contract for you. Yeah, it's the Austins who's watching tonight. So
yes, hello guys.
Yeah, so go ahead and cash in on that Grand Marnier.
I do owe you one, Maryanne. Happy to buy a few.
Yeah, and I heard really great things from the Austins about working with you as well. So hats off to Jodi, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule on a 9 o'clock on a Monday night. I finally got it right.
Monday night, yes. I'm a night owl, so this works for me. Just don't ever ask me to do one at 7 a.m. That'll be a problem.
No, that doesn't happen, right? Nope. Nope.
We're all night owls, I guess.
I'm reminding everybody to tune in tomorrow night. Facebook Live tomorrow night around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless our flight.
Are we taking bets here, Maryanne?
I might put a poll up right as I get on my plane tomorrow.
I feel like if I get it right, you owe me a Grand Marnier slushie or something like that.
Oh, I don't know. I'm cheap, remember? It might be a Bud Light.
So, okay then.
Yes.
It's going to be a fine Maryanne, and you win a magnet.
You win a magnet.
That's right. I think we should
My
all
magnet, though. I'm the one who gave you the magnet. So
I think you should do like a picture of your foot standing somewhere cool, and we have to guess.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Or just get one of those red hats, like Where's Waldo, and see if someone can find you that way.
Find me, yes.
Yeah.
Which resort I'm going to be at. So.
Okay, well, that's it, everybody. We will be back next Sunday night with another live. And Jake, do you remember what our topic is?
Yes, it's going to be a Valentine's, Valentine's Day takes place on Sunday. And it's going to be sort of like a date idea kind of game show type thing. It's not going to be your regular show. So it's going to be similar to this, just with a couple of Valentine's Day tweaks to it.
yeah, we're going to be pitching Valentine's Day date ideas. We're going to get 3 guys and 3 ladies to come back in and then critique each other's pitches for the best Valentine's Day date proposal. Okay.
I don't know
So
if
a
I'm
lot of fun
y'all
next
going
Sunday
down
night.
with this.
But I'm going to go ahead and go on my Valentine's date next Sunday night at Disney World. So
You do that, and I ain't making any dates on any dinner dates with Alicia anymore. So, with that being said and done, good night, everybody. We'll see you next
Good
week.
night.
Good night.
Yay!
Thank you.